Nothing that is dairy, no lactose, no milk, cheese, whey, no hydrolyzed proteins.
No sodium caseinate,
yeah,
no casein.
No sodium caseinate or casein.
No MSG.
Or MSG.
Do you ever worry about this problem in the future?
It's weird because some people who are lactose intolerant, it will go away as they get older, but in my case, it'll just stay with me for the rest of my life. So I'll try to have to develop to it.
And now are you able to look at the food and know that you can't have it, like look at the ingredients?
Yeah, like before I'd have to read like every single word and then show my mom, but now it'll pretty much pop out at me, like the words that I know that I can't have.
So you're pretty responsible about it, which is good.
Do you ever let it get to you?
Not usually.
Like at lunch, like you can't have anything at lunch, you have to make your lunch every day?
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
Or like when someone brings in snacks and you can't have it?
Yeah, like sometimes my friends will share food at lunch and it'll be like goldfish. I'm like, oh, do you want some? And they're like, wait, no, never mind. I'm like, oh, it's okay.
So how about this week during testing? What happened?
Like this week during like the CMTs, they gave us the snack before we started, and it was goldfish one day, and I had to go down to the office and get a granola bar because I couldn't have the goldfish because they had cheese on them. So then my teacher says every time we have a snack, oh, can you have this? And I'll be like, no. She's like, do you want an apple or something? I'll be like, sure.
So does it really like conflict you in school? Because I know that kids like to celebrate like birthday parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that not allowed?
They used to, and I'd have to bring in like a cupcake or something because I couldn't have like things that they brought in. But now they don't allow it because of that reason.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now questions for the mother. Do you want to read?
How do you define that word?
How do you define galactosemia?
It's an enzyme deficiency.
What does that mean?
It takes up 2 enzymes to make 1. She has 0. She doesn't have any whatsoever. I have 1.5, and her father has 1.5. So we are carriers. You, Jessica, are most likely a carrier.
Oh boy.
Which means in the future, there's a 30% chance of your children, or any more children I may have, or Maria, having galactosemia.
What was your reaction when you found out that she had it?
I was horrified. Because not only did they tell me she had that, they also told me at that point she was anaphylactic, which we found out she was not. As a matter of fact, we went home from the hospital drinking the wrong formula, and they're like, stop everything, and we had to bring her into the hospital and get blood work and figure it all out, and we found out through PKU screening that this is what she had. I happened to go into labor in Massachusetts. I was supposed to have her in Connecticut, and Massachusetts is one of 5 states that tests your galactosemia, your galactose level, and that's how it all happened. If we had had her in Connecticut, she would have been completely blind by the age of 2. Because she doesn't reject the foods, her body doesn't reject the foods, her eyes reject the foods.
And what about, like, when it came to, like, when she was a baby, breastfeeding, you couldn't...
Could not.
So what did she have?
She had a lactose-free, dairy-free formula.
Oh, okay.
Does it bother you when someone doesn't understand your daughter's difference?
It doesn't bother me that they don't understand it. It bothers me when people close to her don't try to accommodate her, because it really is easily accommodating.
How much do you have to fight to get your daughter's rights, or what she needs?
To get her what? Her rights?
Yeah.
Well, you asked her a question earlier about school and birthday parties, and they no longer celebrate birthday parties with food because I went up against the board and fought it. Because no child is left behind, no child should be left out.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult. I mean, there's 22 birthdays in the classroom a year, let alone what they're celebrating, Dr. Seuss's birthday, and, Q Mary Jou's birthday. So there was always food. And they were teaching math, and it was called Math Munchie Madness, with food, so these kids were actually using food.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was disgusting anyway, because then they were eating it. So I would have to, this is before I fought to get it taken away. All the parents would give me money, and I would supply the food for the entire class, so she was never left out. Birthday parties would come up, I'd call the parent would call me, I'd figure out what they were making, and I would make exactly what they were bringing in so that she never felt left out. So, lucky for her, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I was able to do that. So she never really had, felt left out, because I always made sure, she had almost exactly what the other children had.
Was it hard dealing with the teachers? Were they ever not nice about it? Or were they more accommodating?
There was maybe one out of the 6 years that gave me a fight. They also, they started this program in 4th grade where the kids were being rewarded for bringing in healthy snacks. And Amari came home one day, and this is what really made me nuts and made me fight for food to be gone completely. She came home and she said, I never get stars on my chart. And I said, what do you mean? She says, because I never bring a healthy snack. And I said, well, I don't understand. I said, you bring a healthy snack every day. But in their eyes, because it wasn't fruit or a vegetable, it was not healthy. So she was getting penalized and left out for bringing in a snack that was actually healthy for her.
But at that time, they were limited.
So at that time, not only could she not have galactose or lactose, she could not have any fruits or vegetables.
But then
it was like 98% of fruits and vegetables she could not have. But we have since met a new doctor who has done tons of research. He's the head of the Galactosemia Network in Boston, and believes that her body will be able to adjust to fruits and vegetables. But we're still very leery, and we're very cautious, and it's not something we eat every single day, because for 12 years I've been telling her, you can't have it, you can't have it, you can't have it. So even when I say, go ahead and have it, she doesn't want it at this point, which, who can blame her? So we have gradually added a few things into her diet, but most of the things that we've added in, she has not liked.
Is there anything else you guys want to add?
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
For your sister.
Okay.
Can you have anything like, I know there's like lotion with milk in it or like that. Can you use that or no?
Yeah, it's fine to touch it and smell it. It's just
you can't have it in your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not anaphylactic.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. And are you happy that like your mom has bought for you and like you
had a lot of unhappy parents?
Oh, trust me, my mom had to fight for me all the time when I had my hearing impairment. So,
well, we came up with different things that were, I think, better for the children because of obesity and what it is these days. We'd make memory books or extra time at recess, or you were the leader for the day, or certain things like that. So it's not like it was not acknowledged, it just wasn't acknowledged with food. And you had to bring in a trinket and share with the class, or, things like that, but not food related, which worked out great.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.